Hello everyone, and welcome to Algebra 1. My name is Mrs. Knowlton, and I'm going to be your teacher this year, and I'm so excited to have you here. So right now you are on the course on the Algebra 1 Schoology page. You'll notice at the very top here I have this welcome sign, and then I have these 4 buttons, and these are actually all linked to something. So the first one, that's going to take you to that syllabus. So if you click there, it's going to take you straight to the syllabus, and definitely after watching this video, I would like you to go ahead and go and read all of that. And then this will be the Google Meet link, and when we have our math lab, you will click on here to take you to the Google Meet. Right now it's not linked because we don't have our Google Meet yet. And speaking of that, our Google Meet time for Math Lab is going to be Tuesdays from 1 to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So every Tuesday at 1 or any time between 1 and 2, you can go ahead and hop onto this Google Meet, and here you can just get some extra help. So it's really just kind of like an open office hour. Come in anytime and you can ask any questions that you have, and I also may just review over things that I notice several students are struggling with. And then besides that, we also have classroom hours, and those are going to be Thursdays from 9 to 12 and 1 to 5 Central Standard Time. And these you actually schedule in Calendly, and what this is where you can get some one-on-one individual help with me whenever you're struggling. So say you're struggling on a topic, you can come here and schedule a 20-minute appointment with me where it's just going to be me and you. That's a little different from the math lab where it could be the entire class that comes in. And then I also have some pacing guides available for you here. So let's say your goal is to finish this Algebra 1 course in a year. I have the course mapped out so that it will take you for a year-long pacing guide. And so each day it's going to tell you what I recommend that you complete that day. So like for day 1 here, really just watching this video, getting through the class information, how-to information folder. Let's say for day 3, we want to get through the rounding and graphing points lessons, and so on. And I will have these linked eventually when we get to that point. And so down here, you'll notice that some of these are probably grayed out for you. I do want you to go through all of the information in all 3 of these folders because there's going to be some important information for you there. So like for instance, how to contact me, some of my grading expectations for this class, and then just some how-to information, stuff that I think is important for you to know, especially if you're new to Schoology, and some getting to know you activities. But now, because this is a flex course, and I want you to have the option to be able to test out of units, we have a little bit of a different setup for you. So you can see when you first get into Unit 1, the pre-algebra review, you will see that everything is open for you, but I do recommend you go through everything in order. But at the very top, you'll see this assessment called the Test Out Unit 1 exam, and then I have in big words that it's optional. I am giving you the option to test out of units by taking this exam. So if you want to try to test out of the pre-algebra review unit, you can take this, and if you get an 80% or better, then I will go ahead and exempt you from the rest of this unit, and you can move on to Unit 2. However, if you get below an 80, then I will require you to go through the lessons. And with these lessons, I do recommend going through them in order because usually you need what you learned before you can make it to the next one. And then down here at the end of the unit, I will have these 3 resources for you. And this is extra practice, extra videos, and filled in guided notes. So the extra practice, this is where you can go and just see some extra problems for maybe a topic that you are struggling with. So let's say for adding and subtracting fractions, you just want some extra practice with it. I have created a worksheet for you so you can go in and just try some more problems. And then if you click next, you will see that there is a key for you so you can check your work, and then I show my work as well. And then I also have some extra videos, so maybe the way that I'm explaining it in the lesson is just not clicking with you. These are some videos made by some other people that you can watch to maybe get a better understanding. And then I also have filled in guided notes for you. And so these are just the notes that I use in the video. So at the end of my video, I always just export my notes from it. And these are those filled in notes. So speaking of those videos, I want to go ahead and show you a lesson. So like for your first lesson, we're going to be looking at rounding. All of the lesson pages look just like this, where you have your learning goal, and then you have some videos. And these are broken up by example types. So for instance, let's go to a different one. Looking at multiplying and dividing fractions, you'll see I have 3 different videos, and they're all broken up by topics. So like the first video is just showing you parts of fractions, the second video is showing multiplying, and the third video is showing dividing. That is just so to help you, so if you are working on an assignment and maybe you forgot how to divide fractions, you can go back and just watch that video that talks about dividing fractions. And then at the bottom of all the lesson pages, I have some extra examples linked, and I also have the template that I used for the video notes. So if you click there, it's going to take you to the guided notes that I actually use in the videos. So if you have access to a printer, you can go ahead and print these out and fill them in along with me as you are watching the video. And then I also have extra examples linked, so if you are struggling on a assignment, you can come back here and look at some of these extra examples. And to get to one lesson to the next, you can click these previous and next buttons, and it will take you to the next thing. And then one last important thing for your course is, in order to unlock another unit, I'm going to be giving you a code. So like if I go to Unit 4, notice I can't click on anything, and that's because I haven't unlocked the unit. I have to unlock Unit 4. And so there's going to be a code there that you're going to unlock it with. And so there's only 2 ways to get the code. One, if you test out of a previous unit, so you get to skip, I will give you that code after I grade it, and if you got over an 80%. And if you're going to go ahead and go through the whole unit before, when you take your exam for that unit, at the very end of your test, it will show you the code to unlock the next unit. But if you have any questions about that, please don't hesitate to reach out. And that is it. That is the course. Please let me know if you have any questions.